Hello, good morning. You're watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Obalde. We are back on another edition of QTV this morning. This is the Thursday edition, and where we deal with different stories on the papers, and of course, community watch, social issues. We invite as far as government ministers on this platform. To talk about what they do as a ministry. And, if we have issues too, we invite authorities to come and clear the air. So I am here with Julde Njai. Good morning, Julde.
Good morning, Ibrahim. Good morning to our viewers. It's good to be back to yet another edition of QTV this morning
Yes,
program.
it's good to be back. Let me sip the tea.
Yes.
Today I'm taking tea, not coffee.
Not coffee, okay.
I think I'll have to do away with coffee for the meantime, because I feel sometimes the coffee can keep me awake. Even in the night I can sleep. If I take coffee during the day or in the morning, that stays with me throughout. So I think I'll have to reduce the amount of coffee I take.
You should. It's not healthy. Tea, it's healthier than coffee. Because even if you, in those days, if I want to study, when I was going to school during exams and I want to study, I take a lot of coffee. And then from there, I'll be awake the entire night and not sleep. So it shows that, it's harmful. It's like a drop.
It's interesting you mentioned during the days when you study. Then education was a bit difficult, especially during primary, junior schools. You have to burn the midnight candle. To be able to, face an exams or a test or something. But now it's a bit different. I'm even saying, even my kids now, they use mobile phones.
To study,
to search. They use other apps to search.
Exactly.
Even small kids, as small as junior school.
Absolutely. Even my boy, Ibrahim, it's not an exception to that. He uses phone, but normally you download all these educational apps and all of that. And he normally speaks. A lot of the time, he will hear something, a word, on the phone. I'll be like, Mommy, what does this word mean? What does this, what is this, what is that, and all of that. I think it has both a positive and a negative connotation. Positive in a way that parents should be able to monitor their kids, what they're doing, and they should be able to install apps on the phones of the, of their kids that are educational, that will help them morally but also educationally, rather than just allowing them to do whatever they, because we know the internet is actually it's polluted. You have a lot of negative things on the internet, but you have a very good positive things on the internet that you can learn from. A lot of us now, you don't, even at the university level, you don't depend on your notes. While the lecturer is talking, all you do is take your jottings. After that, you go to the internet, make further research and findings.
So you were on a training, the use of artificial intelligence.
True.
It has the good and the bad.
It has.
You understand? Really. It's important for you to use artificial intelligence, AI. It can guide you.
Right.
And I believe when you use it, it should at least leave a mark in you at some point.
True.
You have to start thinking like the AI.
Right. Questions like that emerge during the training, and a lot of people, the concerns they have is that, is AI coming to take away our jobs from us? Is it going to replace the human mind? And one of the lecturers was like, AI is not here to take away your job, especially for journalists. You're safe for the fact that it is there. It won't use itself. It needs a human being to actually come and prompt it. But it has a positive and a negative side. In the positive side, if you're smart, if you're someone who is attentive to details, it helps you to be a better person, a better journalist, a better professional. But if you're someone who is lazy and then you don't want to go out, you don't want to make best use of your own human intelligence, it makes you more dumb.
Absolutely.
So AI, when you want to, when you are a professional, you want to better your skills, it helps you. But again, if you are lazy, you want to depend everything on AI, AI makes mistakes. I mean, it's not like it is 100% authentic. You can't just rely on AI to do your entire work, especially for journalism in the era of misinformation and disinformation.
Even in a situation where AI is accurate.
Right.
I mean, let's take a good example where you have to do a presentation and there is no AI. There's nothing like you know, artificial intelligence to help you. This means your brain will be empty. So relying on it can make you feel very lazy.
Absolutely. Sometimes you see it when we go out for coverages. You see some speakers will obviously from the word go, from their speech, you know that these people are, you know, used AI to draft their speech for them, because it does not resonate with the people. It does not resonate with what people are saying. It's too generic to a point that it's not really connecting with what people are saying. And you know, it has all these technicalities, you know, with AI. You know, if you to use AI, use it smartly. If you're to draft a speech with using AI, make sure that you tailor-made it to the program and suit it and simplify it. Rather than using all these technicalities and jargon. Sometimes you can see that they really struggle with even the jargons and even the pronunciation of these words. That goes to show that they are not the ones who really sat down to draft this later, but they depend on AI to do that.
So use AI to do your research. Use AI to guide you. Use AI. We are not saying don't use it. It's here for us to use.
Right.
Let us use it.
Don't depend on it like entirely.
Let it leave a mark in you so that tomorrow you will also be able to use your brain. Yeah, so let's take a look at the African code. The eye that catches others must not forget itself. The eye that watches others must not forget itself.
It's an interesting one. It shows that, you know, you should be careful as a human being not to find faults with other people always, because we are not perfect. We are imperfect humans. As such, you know, you should not just focus on the faults of other people, you know, what they are doing wrong and all of that, what they are into and all of that. Because the saying goes, if you look, whatever you want to see in a human being, you see it.
Yes.
Today, if I am focused on you today and like, okay, I want to see this in Balda, the negative,
you will.
I will definitely see it. Whatever you observe, if you observe a human being to a point, you tend to see a lot of things that you will not appreciate about the people. You know, sometimes it's good to overlook the faults and flaws of individuals rather than just focusing on when things are wrong or what their bad habits. All of us have things that we are not proud of.
Yes,
all of us in our own individual ways. We're trying to work on ourselves and adjust one or two things, you know, on ourselves. So we are not perfect. Don't act like, okay, you are the saint. Don't act like, okay, you are the perfect human being, because we know there is nothing like perfection as far as this world is concerned. So yeah, focus on yourself, build yourself, rather than the energy that you use to focus on other people, criticize them, and then looking at their faults. Tailor that the same energy to yourself and improve yourself.
Yeah, society have gone to a stage where talking about the negative stuff of other people becomes a norm. You know, people are more energetic in mentioning the faults, especially, you know, but at some point, you also have things that you should adjust as a human being. So let us filter it down to our houses as married men and women. You know, at some point, Julde, like you said, I mean, your spouse, if you try to focus on the negative part, you will see it. You know, that's why elders will tell you, if you are married, close your eyes, close your ears, don't listen to anybody. You know, if you want to know about my past, you understand? I mean, when you dig in, you will see my past.
Absolutely.
And it will definitely, probably you might not be happy, and that might cause a different problem.
True.
So it's important for us to focus on ourselves. We are not perfect. And, you know, when you find fault in any individual, take it as yourself. Know that, okay, I am not also perfect.
I have my flaws, you know, and so is this individual. So we have our different flaws. Maybe what is yours, you know, that I think, okay, I will never do this. But if I am in a situation as yours, maybe I will probably do something worse than what you are doing. So I think it's important as humans to be accountable to people, but also to ourselves. Focus more you know, on ourselves, channel the energy that we use to focus on other people, tarnish them, or to say bad things about them. Let us channel that energy to ourselves, improve ourselves, and then do better. Because we all know that we have behaviors and attitudes. Some of us are like, oh my God, am I the one who have this? You know, you are ashamed of yourself, you know, for having that bad attitude or behavior.
Yes, you know, one always, no matter how unrealistic you are, you are always realistic to yourself.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you can sit in the middle of the night and start thinking, okay, this is what happened. Okay, this happened, but I know this is me.
Right.
You understand?
True.
So, but do not take your imperfection also as a thing that will drag you. You know, I mean, that shouldn't limit you.
You should work on it. The goal is to work on it. We know that you are imperfect because by virtue of the nature as a human being, you are not perfect. But also, I think it's important to work on your imperfections. You know that, okay, I am imperfect. This thing, it's not like, I'm not really proud of these things, but work on it. Don't just leave it like that and be like, okay, I am human. Even God who created me knows that I am not perfect. Of course, he knows that you are not perfect. But that is not an excuse to just leave it like that.
Yeah, so Mr. Adedrabe is the newspaper review guest.
So supposing I am perfect, what do I do? What can I do if I'm
if you're perfect? What can you do?
What can I do? What can one do? Just supposing. What can one do?
Yeah, because
but I'd like
sometimes
to say
imperfection can spice it up. Sometimes.
One hopes so. But yeah, it's great to be here, and I hope my mic is okay. And I'm sorry, I was busy. I was watching the various presidents arriving in the Republic of Congo, not DR Congo, but the Republic. Congo, not Kinshasa, Brazzaville. Congo, Brazza. Various presidents are arriving for the inauguration of Denis Sassou Nguesso.
Okay.
He's only done a mere 46 years as
and
president.
he still continue.
Hey, he won again. 94%.
Wow,
so President Barrow is there. So I was downloading videos of the presidents who were arriving for the inauguration. Kagame was there. Who else? I think Ghana's president is there. So a lot of presidents.
So all these presidents, if they are to attend another presidential function, like another president invitation, who's paying for the plane ticket?
It depends. I mean, most countries, they can afford to pay for their own presidents to go. Some countries, their presidents even have private jets that belong to that country. So you wouldn't expect the country that's going to be hosting you to, nobody's forcing them to attend.
It's like inviting Balde for a dinner, and I take my vehicle and drive and come.
Yeah, except you're the
but vehicle is not aeroplane.
It's not an aeroplane. and of course, we are living in a time when, you know, I guess for the president, because they said non-essential air travel has been banned for ministers, but several of our ministers are out of the country right now. So I presume it must be essential. I hope it is anyway. And the president, you would expect the president to be able to travel to something like an inauguration. It's quite an important. As I said, many other presidents are attending, and it's later this morning. It's going to happen. Huge crowds are expected. I watched his campaign rallies. It's hard to say with these guys, as somebody who's been in power for 46 years. He's the only president most people have ever known in the country.
Just like in Djibouti.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it happened. Probably, looking at the history of Congo, I mean, Democratic Republic of Congo, you know, the records and where the country is today. I mean, what can you tell us about the country?
I can tell you that DR Congo, for example, is bigger than the whole of Western Europe. You can put all of Western Europe into DR Congo. That's how big it is. And if it was properly run, it will probably be one of the richest countries in the world, never mind in Africa. If DR Congo was properly run, all the minerals that everybody is chasing all over the world, whether it's gold, diamond, bauxite, iron ore, zircon, you name it, they have it there. But you have all these kind of little areas where everybody wants to be. You know, you have Katanga region, for example, you know, lots of diamonds in Katanga region. Katanga, since the 1960s, has been saying he wants to break away from Congo. So the guy who's the governor of Katanga region, he's almost as powerful as the president. And you have all these things. Then you have eastern Congo, places like Goma, close to the border with Rwanda, where there's complete instability. So the central government doesn't even have control of its own territory. You know, we talk about, you know, territorial integrity and so on. You know, the M23 rebels in eastern Congo, supported by Rwanda, Kagame, they've destabilized that part. They've said they've gone there to protect, you know, the Hutus. But you know,
it's a difficult one.
It's a difficult one, but
considering
tragic.
The president has been there for a very long time, and
so that's DRC. That's DRC.
Yes.
But in Congo itself, it's a bit more stable. Stable mainly because there's only been the one president, as I say, for 46 years. It doesn't have the, and of course the River Congo is the thing that separates the two. So if you stand in the capital, Kinshasa, you look across the river, you can see the capital of Congo-Brazza. They're literally just the River Congo.
So the two Congos.
The two Congos separated. But DRC is much bigger than the Republic of Congo.
Of Congo.
Yeah, much bigger. Yeah.
All right, so viewers, we'll take a short break. After the break, then we'll take a look at the newspapers. We'll be back. Yeah, so we are back. This is QTV This Morning. And, you know, we take a look at the Point newspaper. We've seen the Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces in his military uniform. And you know, he looks very nice.
To be honest,
Director,
this is not boots licking or anything. He actually looks quite smart in that uniform.
When I looked at him, in fact, when I saw the image for the first time, I didn't know it was him.
You didn't know it was him?
No, okay, I didn't know it was him.
Right.
Then later I saw the story written somewhere. Oh, wow, it's him. Oh, okay, I was thinking it's Mamad Ocham or Sidi Kinte. Yeah, so.
That's right. So
that's the Commander-in-Chief.
Commander-in-Chief.
So what do you expect, Commander-in-Chief in his uniform? Barrow tells new officer cadets to place nation's interests
above self.
Above self.
Which is what they should. And these are the first of the cadet corps who are completely trained here in the Gambia. So that's a first for us. And it's what they tell all, you know, officers really when you sort of graduate. It's about protecting the sort of national integrity of the nation and of course protecting the nation from external threats. If we're honest, we don't face many external threats here in the Gambia. We're almost completely embraced by Senegal. So if there's a threat, it can only come from Senegal. But of course, there's been instability in Casamance, which has spilled over from time to time into the Gambia. So that we have that. But our army generally, if you look at it, most African armies have never fought wars outside. We seem to specialize in coup d'etat. So we kind of, it's all internal, you know, but very few of them have fought wars. Some have, but very few have fought wars against other African countries. You take somewhere like Sudan now. Rapid support forces and the regular army are fighting each other inside Sudan. They're not fighting anybody externally. We've had the occasional ones where Eritrea wanted to break away and form a separate country and went to war with Ethiopia, but then Eritrea wasn't recognized as a separate country until, what, 45, 46 years ago? When the war ended and then the countries separated. So that was, but then you could even call that an internal one because, as I said, Eritrea was not recognized as a separate country. It was recognized as a province of Ethiopia. So yes, put the nation's interest above self. And it's an important thing because, as I said, we live in a sub-region where we've had lots and lots of coup d'etats, even here, of course. And now we have countries that are run by military governments. Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, they are near neighbors. So it's an important message for them, and we hope they digest it.
Yeah, so I think putting nation first, it's not only the military. I think each and every person living in the Gambia, whether you are Gambian or non-Gambian, when you live in a country, wherever you are, you have to put the nations first. I mean, because without putting the nation first, you know, you won't even be there, because at the end of the time, that really matters.
If you call yourself a patriot and you want your nation to progress, really it's something that you have to do more than just talk about. You have to prove it by your actions, your behavior. Do I put, sometimes it can get a bit sinister when people talk about America first. There's a kind of nasty agenda behind that about hating foreigners. You can love your country without having to hate anybody.
Yeah.
Well, the two don't have to go together. Love your country, fine, and celebrate your country, fine. Make America great again, and then the America First thing, which first came up in the 1930s and early 1940s, and it was very, very sinister. It was kind of anti-immigrant sentiment, and that's something that, of course, Trump has played into recently, and even just 2 days ago was boasting about how many people they've deported and have stopped coming into the country. But yeah, soldiers, put your nation first. And you rightly say, not just the army, everybody.
Everybody. So the National Center for Civic Education calls for calm civic duty as voter registration opens. Civic education, I only hear them when it's time for election. What's their problem?
And you know what they should say? As supplementary voter registration opens. We have to keep reminding people, this is not voter registration. It's for supplementary.
We still have
you've
cards,
lost
2021 cards.
You've lost your card, it's destroyed, whatever, supplementary. That's what this is. It's not voter registration. Stop saying it, Mr.
People
civic,
still have their cards, yes.
Whatever, so, yeah.
Yeah, so let's try to break down civic education. I don't hear much about them, except when election is coming, and they have a duty to play
in so many spheres.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a big problem with them.
You too?
No, I've said it 100 times on here.
Yeah.
For example, if you wanted Gambians to live healthy lives, we should be promoting Keep Gambia Clean campaign. Shouldn't be Setal Sunyureo by Q Group, Q Cell, whatever. That should be a national thing, and they should play a leading role in this. They should run cleanest town, cleanest village competitions, get people to compete and win big prizes for keeping. Why? It's not just because it looks nice. It's because it's also healthy for your health. Countries that keep themselves clean, some of our neighbors, their citizens get to live 10 years longer than us. So it's not just about making it look nice. It's for our own health. And for me, they should be grasping. They should not even need the likes of QCell running Setal Sunyureo. Should not even happen. That should be, civic education. That should be their thing. Keep this country clean. Hammer it home in every single language that is spoken in this country. Run campaigns. They should have a program. They should pay for airtime on QTV, Q Radio, every radio, and every day, every week, at least. They should be having a program about that, because we will all benefit from it in the long run. If we do that, in 5 to 10 years, we will eradicate malaria from this country. Not with vaccines, injections or anything, just with keeping the nation clean. So there are so many benefits to it. So to me, I don't have time for them, frankly. I really don't. Because that should be their biggest priority, not election stuff.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of things to do.
Absolutely, because I even contacted them this week too. I wanted to have them yesterday for the youth dialogue, because I had Gambia participates, and I also had the Deputy Speaker of the National Youth Parliament. So I wanted to have them, on the same to talk about the supplementary voter registration, but I could not. But I will still keep trying. Maybe I will have them next week.
It's important because it's an election year.
So,
those who, as I said, if you're lost or your card is damaged and you intend to vote, you need to make sure that you get on the register. It ends in May, sometime in May, 18th of May or something.
I think it's 22nd of May.
Okay, right. So people...
22nd of May.
22nd.
Then I should be able to get my card.
There's time here. But if you keep leaving it thinking, I have time, before you blink, that time would have gone. So please, if you're out there and you intend to vote this 2026 election and there's something wrong with your card, it's damaged, it's lost, stolen, whatever, get on and make sure that you because this is a supplementary. It's not for somebody who
Well,
wants
our
to be
director is telling me
first-time
time, but
voter.
we only dealt with one.
Tell him we're not even hearing him. So,
Yeah,
you
so
know.
Mr. Adedrame, thank you very much. We won't be able to continue, I'm afraid.
All right.
Yeah, so this is what we have for the newspaper review for this week.
A very brief one.
We'll be back here for another newspaper review segment next week.
Inshallah.
Monday. Yeah, so viewers, will be right back after the break. This is QTV This Morning. I am Ibrahim Balde. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm with Julden Jai. Now let's move on to the last segment of this program, and we have Dennis Sukla, Chancellor and Founder, President, American International University, West Africa. It's good to have you, Mr. Sukla.
Thank you very much, and thank you for bringing me here. It's my pleasure and honor.
I hope you are having a good stay in the Gambia. I hope you're enjoying the Gambia.
Yes, it's been 16 years now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You are Gambian. You are Gambian now. Yes. So thank you very much once more. Let's talk about the history behind the American International University, West Africa. Please give us a brief rundown.
I have always been focused on the health side of education and implementation. And I know that the American medical education is the gold standard. So I wanted to set up a university in Africa where we are working at international levels and get international recognition. And so we started with American International University in 2011.
Okay.
We started with one program, which was the medical program, and we got affiliated with the American boards. So it didn't matter whether you studied in Harvard Medical School or Yale or any other medical school in US, you have to pass the same exams. And we put the same protocols over here to ensure that the products which we have, the students who graduate, are recognized all over the world. And we are proud to say that from one program, we now have about 22 programs.
Oh,
and
wow.
we are starting with master's program in next 3 weeks.
So how did you do that?
Wow.
From 1 to 22 programs? That's quite a lot.
That's
a
huge.
huge leap.
Well, we started with 6 students. Now we have 2,300.
Oh, wow. Should I leave the room?
No,
Should I go
no,
away?
sir. No,
Wow.
sir. You know, it's the vision and the focus. And it's not easy because a lot of people cannot catch up. We have students from all over Africa. And just to let the Gambians know that we give 10% of our student population full scholarship.
Wow.
No money.
No money. Okay.
That is our social contribution to Gambia.
So
And
those 10%, are they only Gambians or
only
is
Gambians.
across?
Only Gambians.
Only Gambians.
And we give it through the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology so that we are transparent. But they go through rigorous training. We start in January. We don't stop till December. And we bring a lot of innovations and collaborations. To name a few, I'm sure you would have heard of Columbia University in New York.
Yes.
They sent their students here for one term to study at our institution. They just came 2 days ago. Their directors come here. We also collaborate with the University of Utah.
Okay.
They send their lecturers over here and teach not only our students, but the medical communities around. They are going to be here next week. And we have been working with them for about 12 years now. We feel very confident that what we are delivering is quality. Because you might think 2,200 is a lot of students. It is not. Because it's divided into different programs. But we make sure that whoever graduates, they are the best. And I can assure you, you go to any hospitals or clinics within Gambia, our people are at the top. You will find them, guaranteed.
Okay, so let's talk about the gap in tertiary education that your institution is trying to address.
Well, the quality quality of students depend not just in higher education, but it starts from basic education. And one of the problems we find with Gambia is issues regarding STEM, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology from high school. And we have had several conversations with honorable ministers. The challenges are to get right type of teachers in different areas and to motivate the students. So what is our contribution? Let me start by saying, I think so most of people have heard about artificial intelligence.
Right.
Yeah.
We have heard about artificial intelligence. But I'm proud to say that we received a teaching robot fully with artificial intelligence who can talk to you, who can interact you. And what we did was, in last 2 years, we developed our own curriculum is put into the AI.
The robot.
And it teaches just like a student. And it asks questions every 2 minutes. And you answer it right, it acknowledges that, or says, gives you good remarks.
Okay.
If you don't answer it right, it will say you are wrong, or you are near, but this is the right answer. I think so you have to see it to determine how far AI has gone. It is just amazing. And we have brought that technology for the first time in West Africa and maybe in Africa. We have a robot. We have a robot, and it is here in Kanifing.
So a teacher robot?
A teaching robot.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. I am curious to go and see that robot.
Exactly, especially with regard to the interaction with students, because we know that a lot of students have different learning capabilities. Others are slow learners, others are fast learners, and others require attention generally. How do you ensure that all those students are catered for with the robot?
Well, it is interactive. When you ask a question, and it gives you the explanation, and then you say, I'm still not satisfied, I don't understand. Talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old and explain to me, if I'm 10-year-old, this concept of nuclear fission. I'm just talking about it. I mean, you can go to any areas. You talk about Gambia, it will tell you all the things about Gambia.
Okay.
If you tell about the environment problems, it will tell you what are the problems involved. You talk about agriculture, it will tell you about agriculture. Right on the spot. No waiting, no delays.
So how did you find that? I mean, let's talk about, I know when you were much younger, during your early days in school, it was much difficult, I mean, to put, education together. Now we have seen AI, you're talking about the robot here. Personally, how did you feel about this?
Let me tell you, when we are doing our research, we used to spend 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours in the library trying to find one article relating to what we wanted to. Now, it is on the tip of your computer, just your fingers. Now, artificial intelligence is way beyond that. You have to implement that, you have to see that, to feel that, then you will realize wow. I can ask you one question. Can you think that you can survive in this environment without a computer?
No.
No.
It has become a part of us.
No.
Right.
It has become a part of us. Can you survive without telephone?
No.
That's why QCell is doing so good.
Yes. Sunyu boss.
Yes. I mean, QCell is a part of the bigger global. So what I feel that I wanted to demonstrate to Honorable Minister that we can, if we focus, we can really do and help students. You have to see it to feel. I think so. I sent a clip. If we can run that clip of a robot
Yes.
teaching.
So you've sent the clip?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So director, if we have the clip, you can please show us.
Yeah.
You know, I know many people are watching right now. And oh, wow, a teaching robot. Now we want to. Okay. So I think that's the clip here.
No. That is our logo. I don't know.
That's
the clip.
That's the robot here.
Yeah. If we can.
And checks. It provides rules for the transfer of these financial instruments, making them legally enforceable. It ensures security and credibility in financial transactions.
Wow.
Wow.
Mr.
This
Sakule,
is
I am
generation
really,
2.
I am amazed.
This is generation 2. We are working on generation 3.
Generation 3.
3. Yes.
So does that mean in the long run we will not have human teachers, but they will be replaced by robots?
I think so. The robots will be complementary. I think so. The nature of employment is going to change, where you require physical presence. You don't have that.
So does it mean that a human, a robot is going to take over the human place as far as the job market is concerned? Yes.
Not necessary, because a robot is devoid of emotions, number one. And emotions is a big part of human life. I can tell you that the artificial intelligence will add on, will help our lives better. Today you give your blood for analysis and it comes after 2 days. There it will give you in 2 seconds. It will enhance. But the human intelligence can never be compared to what intelligence the robot has, because robot has a lot of different areas where it has been input, while ours is monolithic, like, okay, if I'm a doctor, I'm just going to do this. Then I don't know much about finance, I don't know much about law. So I think so that is where the difference is. I don't believe that, I believe there will be a change in the way the employments occur.
Okay.
But just think of it, previously you used to have 30 people doing accounting and doing this. Now it's a simple computer doing all the accounting and keeping it straight. So it has moved on. It has moved on. I believe that the physical presence where physical presence is required, robot cannot do
Of
it.
course, yes.
So we were even talking about, initially, we were talking about the issue of AI taking over, and now people depending on AI so much so that, you know, it's really taking over. Now humans find it very difficult to think for themselves, rather they rely on AI so much. So this, the university, how are you ensuring that AI do not take over human intelligence?
I think so. It has to add on to the intelligence, not take away from people. We cannot run institutions or anything. We can't run a government on AI. We can't run a church or a masjid on AI. We can't run university without proper faculty, because it is not just the education or just the facts which you should know. We have to do it with ethics, with the knowledge that every person is different. You know, you mentioned it, madam, that how will it cater to different students? Different students have different capabilities, but it is only a teacher can really recognize that. It cannot recognize your intelligence. Okay, it has its intelligence, but it cannot recognize your intelligence. So that is where we are. And I would welcome you to come and ask any questions, not just related to ours, but what we did for this robot to make it educational robot. All educational programs have specific curriculum. So we provided the curriculum for the whole semester, breaking it up into the classes as if a human teacher is taking.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's on PowerPoint. So it has the PowerPoint going on. It goes on first step. Every 2 minutes it's going to ask, okay, the student sitting on the front, left-hand side, can you answer this particular question? That makes everybody awake.
Right.
The robot is already programmed to do that.
Right.
Okay, that the first question you ask or second question you ask, but the robot will do very well. And I'll tell you what, the robot can explain to you the same thing in Spanish in a second, in French in a second, the same thing. I asked if Wolof was there. They said, unfortunately, I don't know Wolof.
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
And for us, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education is rolling out this national language policy at schools, you know, the primary and secondary schools.
We have
so
to
it
work
should have
on it.
Wolof, it should have Mandinka and Fula and all other languages.
The robot speaks 40 languages.
40.
40. But like, okay, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, 3 different types of Indian. So you have to specify in what language you want it to respond.
Okay.
But you can change over any time. If it explains interesting, I will try to have Wolof being registered as one of the AI. So, you know, people who do that, then it goes worldwide. And then all the AIs adopt that. You know, it's on an open platform sometimes.
Right.
So, yes, there are quite a few things.
So since when did you roll out this AI robot teacher at the school?
We have been working for 2 years on it through institutions in India where they make robots. They know. It's like they know how to build a car, but they don't know where to drive it or what to drive. So we integrate on our part and bring the educational part of it and bring emotions as well a little bit because we want it to be positive. It asks you a question, and when you respond correctly, it will compliment you.
Wow.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Done well.
And if you don't do, if you purposely say something wrong, it will correct you and say, hey, you're nearly there, but
Yeah.
the fact is
It motivates you.
Yeah, it motivates you.
Right.
And it allows you to ask any questions. But it continues. It has a fixed time. So the class, normally the classes are 1.5 hours. So we have for 1 hour, and then we have a Q&A. We have Q&A even in between. The lecturer has got to be sitting there. Controls. If it wants the robot to stop, it will say, hey, we have named it Iris,
Right.
Iris.
Intelligent Systems. Iris, can you pause for 10 minutes? It will pause.
Pause for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Wow.
It will stop
So
teaching.
is it, because I know with AI it is generic, right? So it means it is programmed. You did mention that you included the curriculum into the robot and it understands. And you have different school of thoughts. For instance, if you know, a definition of biology, and this is the particular definition of biology, it's what is in the robot, and there are other thousands of definitions. Does it also capture that, or does it mark you wrong? Like, I want to get that.
Well, The curriculum is done by the Curriculum Review Committee.
Okay.
Each curriculum is different. So when we do the curriculum here, let's say at the university level, we sit down with UTG, we sit down with everybody.
Okay.
They have a 4-day program, and then the curriculum is fixed. We also integrate. See, where we are different a little bit is there is WAHO, West African Health Organization, which says certain things. But we have international also. We combine both those aspects together in our teaching. And the focus, of course, remains training students professionally.
Right.
And I think it is a great privilege to really be instrumental in bringing knowledge to Africa, because human capital is very, very important.
It is.
True.
It is. So for the university, if anyone who wants to enroll in this university, how do you go about it, and what are the qualifications that one should have in order to be part of?
The qualifications are, the admission criteria is set by NACA, National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority. We have to follow that. But even beyond that, for our university to get admitted, you not only have to qualify on paper with credits, adequate credits, but there is an interview process. And we want to know. There is a character process. We want to know. We want to know. We want to train people who are going to help, motivate, be leaders in this country and elsewhere. And I have a big vision.
Right.
We have the second university coming up in Sierra Leone.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because we get 20,000 applications, and here we hardly take 200 students, 220. So we have a issue that if we want to expand for Africa, that is what we'll have to do. So we are, the second university is also has started construction since a couple of years. We should complete it
In Sierra Leone.
in Sierra Leone. And there we collaborate with all the governments. You know, we are not political, but we have to be tuned with the programs of the country. And basically the programs are the same. They want good health, they want educated people. I mean, those are the platforms of politics and of a country. And we want to bring the countries up. We also have 3 more universities to be set up in pipeline.
Okay.
One in Nigeria, one in South Africa, one in Madagascar.
Oh, wow.
So, and the good thing, let me tell you, the best thing about us, we get applications from all over the world. To qualify, you've got to be an African.
Oh, wow. You got to be an African.
African.
Yes.
So power to Africans.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the cost of education, let's say you go to America and you want to study medicine. I'm an American. I was born in Africa, studied in India. I'm an American citizen since last 50 years. And I'm coming back to Africa to help Africa. I think so. That's my mother continent.
Wow, definitely.
Okay. And I'm proud of it. I want to do something which is going to enhance. There are a few things which we are doing.
Okay.
One, we want 50% of our students should be women and girls.
Women empowerment.
They are the fundamentals of a country. This
True.
country, any society depends on the mothers.
True.
And
I agree.
so we have seen
100%.
poor people. We have seen poor people. And that's our first principle. The second principle is diversity. I want a diversity of Africans. So while we have a major population, not major, I would say about 20% of our students are from Gambia.
Yeah.
But 80% of our students
Mr.
are from
Sahure, we have exhausted the time.
Wow.
I'm
Thank you very
sorry.
much. Maybe next time we do 1 hour.
Yes.
No, no, no. Thank you so
next
much.
time we do 1 hour.
Thank you for
Thank
giving me
for
this
coming.
opportunity. Thank you so very much. And I think so what you're doing is public service. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome to our institution anytime.
We will come see the robot.
Robert.
I want it functional
Or
and
even
good.
enroll in the school.
Yes.
Now, that's a different, you need money for that.
Right.
Unless you qualify for.
Yes, so viewers, children, this is all we have. I'll not forget my outfit. It's done by Barcelona Fashion.
Mashallah,
Now they have
nice.
moved to their new shop
Okay.
on the Kairaba Avenue.
Okay.
On the left side, where you have the Ministry of Education on the left, that's where they are, Barcelona Fashion. Mohammed, thank you very much. Yeah, so thank you,
very
Mr.
much,
Sahure,
sir,
for
and
coming.
Thank you for giving me
Viewers,
this
until then, bye-bye.